We all begin with dreams, grand visions that ignite a fire within us. These aspirations often feel boundless, fueled by an initial surge of motivation that promises endless possibilities. We embark on new journeys with enthusiasm, convinced that this time things will be different. Yet, for many, these dreams often fade, much like a morning mist under the rising sun. The initial spark of motivation, while powerful, is inherently fleeting. It is a visitor, not a permanent resident, and its departure can leave us feeling lost and disheartened. True endurance, the kind that builds empires and transforms lives, does not rely on this fickle guest. It is consistency, not motivation, that truly endures and paves the path to lasting change. Consider Ravi, a man whose life was once a testament to this very struggle. He was a dreamer, full of ambition, constantly starting new projects with an infectious zeal. Each endeavor began with a burst of energy, a conviction that this was the one. But as the initial excitement waned, so too did Ravi's commitment. He would abandon these projects, leaving a trail of half-finished books, forgotten fitness plans, and journals filled with only a few hopeful entries. This pattern left him with a profound sense of failure and gnawing self-doubt. He began to believe a disheartening narrative about himself, that he simply wasn't the type to finish what he started. This self-limiting belief became a heavy burden, weighing down his potential and dimming his once bright spirit. Then came a moment of quiet revelation, a turning point that would forever alter Ravi's trajectory. He encountered a simple yet profound quote that resonated deep within his weary soul. "Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons." These words struck him with the force of a truth he had always instinctively known but never fully embraced. This single sentence sparked a significant shift in his entire approach to life and his own capabilities. It was a realization that the fleeting nature of motivation was not a personal failing, but a universal truth, and that there was another, more reliable path forward. In that moment, Ravi made a quiet promise to himself, not a grand declaration to the world. He committed to a new path, one built not on monumental efforts, but on consistent, small actions. His new goal was simple: to do one small thing daily, regardless of how he felt. This commitment meant that his actions would be independent of his mood, his energy levels, or even his perceived impact. The objective was not perfection, but presence. He resolved that, if I can't be perfect, at least I can be consistent. This became his guiding principle, a beacon in the fog of past failures. Ravi began his transformation by embracing the power of tiny habits. He started with seemingly insignificant acts, things so small they felt almost trivial. Each morning, he would make his bed with meticulous care, a small victory before the day even truly began. He added another small ritual, stretching for 10 minutes each morning, a gentle awakening for his body. These were not grand gestures, but quiet commitments to himself. Gradually, he began to layer on more of these small, consistent habits. 5 minutes of reading each day became a non-negotiable part of his routine. Then, 10 minutes of writing, just to put thoughts on paper without judgment or expectation. Each tiny action was a deliberate step towards a new way of being. The true power behind these seemingly minor actions lay in Ravi's unwavering commitment to them. He wasn't focused on achieving specific, immediate outcomes from these small tasks. His focus was far more profound and transformative. He was cultivating a new identity, one built on reliability and self-trust. Every single action, no matter how small, was a vote for a new identity. He understood that he wasn't just trying to achieve a goal. He was actively trying to become the kind of person who consistently showed up for himself. This philosophy shifted his entire perspective. He was no longer chasing external validation or instant results. Instead, He was engaged in the quiet, persistent work of self-creation, striving to become rather than merely to achieve. Over time, these small, consistent actions began to weave together, creating a powerful and unstoppable momentum. Ravi found himself less reliant on the fickle whims of motivation. His daily routine became a rhythm, a steady drumbeat that propelled him forward. He learned the invaluable lesson of showing up, even on days when he felt tired, uninspired, or overwhelmed. This act of showing up, regardless of circumstance, became an integral and non-negotiable part of his identity. It was no longer a choice, but a fundamental aspect of who he was. Ravi's mindset underwent a profound transformation. He realized, I used to chase results, now I chase rhythm. This shift was monumental. The consistent rhythm of his daily efforts began to rewrite the narrative of his life, quietly and powerfully. Those 10 minutes of reading gradually expanded into an hour, enriching his mind and broadening his perspective. A few lines of writing each day blossomed into a collection of essays, a testament to his newfound discipline. He understood that true greatness is not born from sudden bursts of strength, but built in the quiet hours of ordinary effort. Ravi's journey eventually led him to share his insights with his mentor, Haru, who listened intently and validated his approach. Haru emphasized a crucial truth: that success is often 1,000 tiny wins that no one sees. It is the unseen, consistent effort that truly builds a foundation for achievement. Ravi, reflecting on his own transformation, revealed his secret. He explained that he stopped trying to win every day. I just tried not to lose the small battles. This simple yet profound shift in perspective allowed him to focus on the process rather than being overwhelmed by the outcome. Ravi's journey was not marked by glamour or viral moments. There were no sudden dramatic breakthroughs that captured public attention. Instead, his transformation was a quiet, internal revolution that profoundly impacted his focus, energy, and self-confidence. He learned to trust himself, not luck or external outcomes. He developed an unwavering belief in his own ability to persevere through the simple, enduring power of consistency. This was the true nature of his success, a deep, abiding trust in his own capacity for sustained effort. He understood that success is ultimately about duration, not intensity. The story of Ravi is a powerful reminder of the profound impact of consistency. It is the quiet force that turns fleeting dreams into tangible habits, and these habits, in turn, lead to lasting, meaningful transformation. Progress, we learn, does not demand perfection. It only requires consistency. So, where do you begin your own journey? Start small. Choose one tiny action, one quiet commitment, and show up for it daily. Trust in the compounding effect of consistent action, for it is in these small, unwavering steps that true greatness is forged. Your future self will thank you for the rhythm you choose to create today.